My name is Amina Duba Tende. I am from pastoralist community who occupied the northern east dry part of Kenya. I am a teacher by professional. We have very vulnerable to climate change. Before we have experiencing drought every after 10 years. Then in 1970s, we received drought every after 4 to 5 years. Then until today, we experience drought starting from 4 to 3 years. It is very challenging to our community. Animals died of no grass, there's no water, the river dry up, and many things happen during the drought period. Even people are starving, they cannot get food. Some important grass have disappeared, they are no longer founded. So the climate change have brought many problems to our community. We are pastoralists who occupy the northern part of the dry part of Kenya. We keep camels, we keep goat, sheep, and cows. But we prefer cow and sheep the most we preserve at home. Now, the affected animals are the cows and sheep, because the camels and goats are the brothers. So the other ones which are grazing from down, they are getting problem because the good pasture which were founded before the drought have disappeared properly. No grass are founded. The one which are founded are not suitable for the animals, because the soil was, the best soil was swept away by water. And even when the rain comes, it comes in a very strong points. Then they drop a lot of water down, and the water sweep everything away. So the soil which is left behind is not good for the grass, and it is not fertile. The soil is not fertile. So the grass which we found before disappeared. And that grass is very important to us, because when the animals eat those grass, they produce a lot of milk and they become strong. And also they can produce a strong calf when giving birth. But now even the process of giving birth is prolonging, because the animals are not strongly feeding on the proper grass. For the animals, we slaughter very rarely, because sometimes we can slaughter them into the butchery for money. That money we take them for exchange from the cereals, from the market. But we can also slaughter for some occasion, for burial, we can slaughter. Also for wedding, we can slaughter. But we are not slaughtering frequently, just for a reason. As a Borana community, we manage our land according to the season. When the rain comes, during the rainy season, we move the animals far away. Then, when the rain stops and the grass is dry, now the animals come near. So we have a pattern, grazing pattern, to change during the drought season and during the rainy season. The politics in Kenya, the big communities are not respecting the pastoralist community. They call them people who are not civilized. They harvest from us. They take our cows. If they want meat, they come to and buy meat, and also milk. Camel milk is important in Kenya. Then, even today, right now, our land is in a very bad condition, because the government is planning to build a lapset. And the LAPSET project is passing through our grazing areas, the important part of our path. And the land is the backbone of our community. We don't have farms. We are only focusing on animals. And the fertile part of our land is taken by other communities who are farmers. They are neighboring us. And we can't do anything because they have some big political people in government. And we are marginalized. So the land is very crucial to us, but at the same time, we have no power on our land. The government can do anything that they want without our awareness. The water in our area is very difficult to get because we use one river by many communities, the Samburu communities, Meru communities, and also the pastoral communities. And this river, during the rainy season, it is of flood. So now the government are planning to build some dam, a big dam for tourists. It is called the Crocodile Joil. And the community are resisting. They say, no, we want our water. Because if they catch the water, if they diverted the water into the dam, the water which flow into the river become small and it cannot feed everybody. So the communities are not happy with the government. They are still fighting, and I don't know if it will be okay with the pastoralists. But the government are planning. The best way to help our community is to give them education, how to manage their land, at the same time, how to cope with the climate change. The climate change is affecting them very badly. And they don't know how to manage it and also how to adapt the climate change. And also, we need a market for our products. We have meat. Right now, I have brought a kind of meat called koche. It is taken, we can cook it and stay for 4 to 3 months without getting spoiled. We use the traditional method of preserving it. And we want also our milk. We have other method how to make milk to stay for long without spoiling. And we want market for all this. And we want the world to know about our product. As I understand, the food for change means to be eaten, the original food. No spices, no anything, no fertilizers. This is original food, organic food. I think the original food is important, and the original food has everything. It is a holy food without divided into many parts. And before climate change, we have an original food without putting fertilizers and many other things. And also the wild food, and also the wild fruits. They grow, people eat, and people survive. People grow strong, no sickness. Also animals the same. But now these days, we have a lot of food around. The food which are forced to germinate, not by its own, but by using medicine and other things. So when this food grow up with the same chemical in it, the same fruits, we eat the same fruits which has medicine in it. So if we take the food, it's not good for our body. It creates something which is not good in our body because natural thing has nothing in it. You grow, the soil is fine, no fertilizer, it grows by its own. But now GMO, you force the plant to grow by putting something, and those things will brought sickness to us. Many of cancers, many of other funny diseases, blood sugar. This all I think it came from these things we eat which have medicines.